Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is doing okay, and I hope everybody's week is going better than normal. So let's get into it. So I had a theory earlier in the year where I thought, well, if things get bad, potentially people can migrate like from some of the smaller ETF issuers to some of the bigger ones. And I was thinking BlackRock could be a good candidate, but there's some holes in my theory in that so far BlackRock only has six of these like covered call ETFs, and I thought like maybe they would, like one, the performance would be better, and then two, like they would actually create more because they do have like such an extensive array of ETFs that I thought, well, the logical thing to do would be to kind of leverage what they have already and just like do cover call versions of like the most popular ETFs. But so far, like for example, like their Bitcoin ETF, so far like they don't even have like regular options available. So I thought that could have been like a huge winner. But it's still we're at the second half of the year, so maybe there's a chance that maybe later on we'll get uh, like a like a proper Bitcoin spot ETF cover call. But maybe that'll probably be, I don't know, maybe like next year, because I think really need a change in the SEC leadership in order for that to happen. Because it's really bizarre where some of these other Bitcoin leveraged like futures based ETFs, they get options first, but not the Bitcoin spot ETFs. So that's a little bit unusual, but let's just go over like what we have so far. So I'm gonna go over BALI, HYGW, IVVW, IWMW, LQDW, and TLTW. So I try to do them all as of January 1st, January 2nd to June 28th, just to kind of get like a 2 years, like a 6 months. And then also for like the IVVW, IWMW, those returns are as of March 14th. And I did it as of like the distributions. I only included the stuff that's payable in 2024. So some people might be a little bit annoyed that I didn't include like there was like a late January 2023 payment. I think that could have been for like the January 2024 payment, but I guess it is what it is. So I had to make the cutoff somewhere. But it probably wouldn't have made like that much of a difference anyway. So as you can see, Bali is like the clear winner here, out of these six. And I guess like in order to kind of go over like the kind of like the underperformance of the bond ETFs, HYGW, LQDW, TLTW, those are gonna underperform since interest rates are, I mean, they're not really high, but I mean, based on like the recent history, they're kind of high, so you can see why like the price performance would suffer. I think maybe there's a chance that through the second half of the year, the bond ETFs will improve a little bit, especially for like TLTW. So you might be able to see these, on a total return basis, see them all return to positive territory. IWMW, I'm not as worried. It looks like the small caps are finally starting to pick up some traction, so this should do or do better during the second half of the year. So I know it's kind of disappointing to some folks, like myself included. Like the returns haven't really been that great for these ETFs, at least so far in 2024. So like the average, you can expect like a small loss in terms of like share price ETF on a distribution level. 4.6% isn't that great either. So like on average, you only made like 3.5%. So that's actually underperforming not just like a regular SPY ETF, but you're actually underperforming treasuries as well. Actually, no, let me take that back. I guess like 3.5, but that's only for like half of the year, so that's not That's so. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I take that back. So they're not doing that bad, but they're just not, performing as well as like if you just bought like a regular SPY based ETF. So so far like the in terms of like winners and losers, uh, only only one of them outperformed on like a share price basis, and then everybody else lost. So it's not that great, but at least like on distributions, like everybody's a winner. But so then like the final tally is like you have four winners and two losers on total return basis. So the win percentage is like 67%. So they definitely need to do some work here for BlackRock in terms of like winning percentages and losing percentages. So hopefully, in the second half of the year, they'll do better. And as I previously guessed that I think if things go south for the market in general, I think people might migrate to BlackRock just as kind of like a sign of safety. But so far, hasn't my theory hasn't played out. And of course, like the BlackRock total return, performance isn't like that hot, other than BALI. So I hope you like this type of content. Please like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.